Hi Capricorn. This reading is going to be for you guys. So let's jump right into it. Let's find out what the universe has got in store for you today. What messages we got. See what advice. See if there's sort of some warnings, some affirmations. Let's see what she's got to tell you. And I got cards that are falling out of my hand. So I'm going to start with those, and then I'm gonna get started on this read, pulling some more cards here. Oh, I got Passion Ignited. Interesting. Let's see if we can build on that. Oh, I got the emotional chakra. It has to do with creativities and desires as well. Rest and rejuvenate. Material and spiritual prosperity. And then rejoice and celebration. Interesting. That's very interesting. So I'm seeing a lot of positivity so far in this read. I know we're only a few cards into it, but it's looking pretty good. Definitely going to be some things to celebrate in the near future here. I think some financial wins, some personal wins. I almost wonder if that passion ignited doesn't mean that we're not going to have a new romance, or that we're not sort of reigniting the passion in a relationship that's already existing. I got material harvest, universe, interesting. Prosperity begins. I got temptation and positive movement forward. Oh, so this is looking quite nice for you, Capricorn. Yeah, it looks like you're going to be getting some financial wins here in the near future with the material harvest. The prosperity begins. Definitely some stuff to celebrate. I wonder about that temptation card, if that maybe isn't a bit of a warning not to fritter some of that away, not to use it in a negative way. We also got the universe card, and so to me she usually speaks of learning a universal lesson, but this might be just what I've gotten so far. I'm starting to get the impression that maybe this is your reward for learning a universal lesson. So maybe you're not stuck in the spot where you're having to go through right from the beginning. You're having to feel all the negative, uncomfortable things. You're having to put the work in. I almost wonder if maybe you haven't done that, and now you're going to be reaping the benefits from all of that. I'm gonna pull some tarot card, and we're gonna sort of build on the situation as well. So I got the Two of Cups, which speaks to a relationship, and I wonder if that doesn't tie in to the Passion Ignited card as well. Also, the King of Cups, and Cups is usually an emotional suit. So I wonder if that doesn't speak to this this person you were in a relationship with. Things weren't very emotional, maybe not always in a good way, and that was part of some of the lessons that we had to learn there. I see the Six of Swords, which speaks to me of moving into a smoother time in your life, and I feel like that ties in well with the rest of the cards, that you're now moving into a brighter chapter. I also have the Seven of Swords here, the sneaky guy, and he usually speaks to a feeling of something taken from you without guilt, or in an unfair way, and I almost wonder if he isn't a warning. Same with the moon. The moon tends to speak of things that you haven't uncovered yet, truths that you haven't seen. And I wonder if that doesn't tie in with the temptation. So I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles, which in this case I believe speaks to the financial harvest, the financial prosperity that you're going to be seeing. I got the Knight of Swords, and I've heard him called the Stalker card before, as sometimes he speaks to just a fast-paced energy and change, that can kind of feel chaotic, but we're kind of having some mention of relationship issues, maybe past relationship issues. This might be speaking to the situation that you had to overcome. And so I wonder if this doesn't speak to this person and perhaps some dishonesty. Maybe they're not going to see you sort of bettering yourself and reaping the benefits of that, and they aren't going to want to try and weasel some of that away for themselves. Because I got the Four of Swords, which speaks to me of self-care as well. And the Eight of Cups, which speaks of sort of a new positive journey, brighter horizons. And I got the Six of Pentacles, which shows scales. It shows generosity, but it also shows somebody giving and somebody taking. So to me, that's what it speaks of with this relationship with this person. That maybe they're going to see this and they're going to want to start taking, and you need to make sure that you are not giving too much, and that you're keeping enough for yourself. You're protecting yourself here. I'm going to keep going because I want to keep building on this story. Yeah, so I got the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands speaks to hard work over a long period of time, and sort of how exhausting it can be. And I think that goes to sort of the path that you overcame. In this read, that's what it speaks to me of. I have the Two of Swords, which also speaks of trouble making a decision, feeling deadlocked, feeling blinded by emotions. So, yeah, and I have the Judgment card here too. Okay, so to me, this read speaks of you've made positive changes in your life. You've learned your universal lessons, and you are going to start to see the positive benefits of that. If you haven't already, things are going to be changing for you in a positive way financially. I think that's going to be a huge, boost to your confidence, your self-esteem, seeing these good things coming. But I think this relationship dynamic and I think it's a romantic relationship. Maybe this person is going to be a little bit insecure about your success, and they aren't going to want to try to take some of that for themselves. And that these cards aren't warning you of giving too much, of maybe backsliding on your success. Yeah, so I'm seeing the Five of Wands, and so this card usually represents fighting, drama, bickering. And then I'm also getting the Three of Swords, which a lot of times represents a separation. Not permanent. It doesn't necessarily mean a permanent separation. Like, there is a chance of reconciliation and sort of making amends here. And then I also have the Temperance card, which speaks of finding a balance between emotions and logic. So I think that might be speaking to this this romantic relationship that you have, and perhaps the drama that might come from your success, and maybe them feeling like they're being left behind, wanting to take some of that for themselves, feeling a bit separated from you. You might have a choice to make in the future here. Make sure to not become so emotional that you can't see a logical choice in the situation here. I'm going to pull a few more of these guys and then a few more of these guys just to sort of round everything out. Okay, so I got the Four of Cups here. It's sort of speaks to a feeling of boredom and indifference, and not really appreciating what you have. And I almost wonder if that doesn't speak to the other person in this relationship. I also got the Fool card, which sort of to me represents taking a leap of faith, looking at things in a new positive light. And I think the Fool card speaks of this future that you're cultivating for yourself, and a new positive way of being in the world. The Six of Wands speaks to triumph. I also got the Four of Pentacles here, and sometimes they call this guy the Miser. And just with some of the other cards and some of the other feelings that I've gotten this read, that might just be warning of making sure that you hold enough back for yourself. You're not letting the other person take too much. I'm going to pull a few more of these guys just to sort of round everything out as well. Okay, so I got Light, the Waiting Game, Conflict and Defeat, and Authority. So the Authority to me in this one feels like a warning. I don't know if it's a warning or advice for you to stand your ground in this relationship and put your foot down and make sure that you're looking after yourself as well. The Conflict and Defeat feels more like a warning, that if you don't look out for your own interests, somebody will take advantage of that. The Waiting Game, I think it speaks to the work that you've put in, and watching everything sort of grow and watching the positive things come to fruition. And I feel like the Light card represents all the good that's going to be coming your way financially. Like, I can see you're still going to have some issues sort of in this relationship that you have going on here, in that dynamic. But I feel like on the financial side of things, things are going to be very prosperous for you. So that's not something that you're going to have to worry about. It's just going to be the dynamic between you and your partner, and making sure to keep things healthy, keep things balanced. Just stand up for yourself. Make sure you don't give your power away. Make sure you don't feel like you're being taken advantage of as well. I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I hope it resonated with you. Have a good rest of your day and take care.